Welcome to the Wisdom Within, the podcast where we cut through the noise and get real about what it takes to grow, lead, and live well. I'm your host, Coach Connie, business strategist, mindset coach, and your partner in building a business and life that you love. You'll hear practical strategies, timeless truths, powerful conversations, and stories that will just light your soul on fire. This is your space for business growth, personal transformation, and the wisdom you've been searching for. So if you're ready to go beyond information and tap into the wisdom within, let's go. Today, we're tackling the hard truth of why most businesses fail and how to make sure that yours doesn't. Here's the reality. 82% of small businesses fail because of money, cash flow issues, or running out of money, not enough money coming in and too much going out. But money is just a red flag. It is not the root cause of what is really going on. When you dig deeper, money problems come from what's underneath. It's either lack of clarity, broken systems, weak leadership, inconsistent execution, and believe it or not, forgetting to simply enjoy the journey. So yes, most businesses fail because of money. But if you master these 5 fundamentals, you will avoid the pain of financial stress, burnout, and overwhelm. Number 1, mindset and leadership. As one of my mentors always says, Tony Robbins, he says, a business will never outgrow the abilities and psychology, or otherwise known as mindset, of its leader. For example, I once had a client who knew that they needed to fire a toxic team member, but avoided it. Within weeks, morale dropped, performance tanked, revenue started to slip. And there's a quote somewhere that says, the easiest way to destroy a hardworking, high-performing individual is to tolerate a toxic, low-performing individual in your business. So this is certainly one of the times that leadership has to shine through, right? And I can talk about how to make a plan of how to phase out, the lower performing or misaligned team members. But this particular client, once they stepped up as a leader, everything shift. You can do hard things, even when you don't want to. That is the mark of a leader. All right, so number 2 is clarity. Without clarity, everything feels chaotic and nothing moves forward. Clarity means knowing your vision, knowing your values, why you're doing things, your ideal client, your offers. These are the things that create the moves and decisions in your business. So for example, I had a client who kept they had ADHD. I think it's natural for most entrepreneurs to have ADHD, but they just kept switching their services, their offers, their pricing. They chased every idea that they got in their brain because they thought it was something they were passionate about, something they want to do, and it would improve their business. The result, burnout, exhaustion, going every which direction, and no traction. Just know that some of these ideas can be distractions, and distractions cause confusion. They take away money, time, and energy. Once we nailed my client's ideal client and core services and the pricing to go with it, their revenue doubled in 6 months. See, because confused entrepreneurs create confused customers, and confused customers don't buy. So, number 3, this is organization, finances, and systems. All too many times, I see business owners are all over the place with their finances. They're either not tracking them, they don't know what to look for, or they're just, flying by the seat of their pants. And most of them are losing money and time that they don't even realize it. So you need to know your number, profit, cash flow, and expenses, and really understand what they're telling you so that you can make decisions based on them. I once watched and knew about $1 million company that collapsed within 90 days because everything depended on the CEO. When he got sick and life happened, because it inevitably does, life happens, The business literally stopped. Everything started falling apart. This is why systems are not optional. They are really the gears that keep the machine running in business. So it's a game changer when you go from a marketing plan to a marketing strategy to a marketing system. It's a whole different business. So, number four, execution and consistency. Knowledge doesn't build businesses. Consistent execution does, right? You hear it all the time. Discipline, take action. What are you going to do next? Many entrepreneurs start strong but quit too soon or jump to the next shiny thing, kind of like that first client I was telling you about, like had a million ideas that wanted to go after them. But they jump to the next shiny thing before results show up, which is why commitment and dedication is so important. A client of mine stopped posting in one of these Facebook groups after 3 weeks because their excuse was it's not working, it's a lot of work, it's just nothing's happening. But I kept asking them, hey, let's automate it, let's put it in a system, and let's just stay consistent. And within 90 days, I know 90 days seems long sometimes, she landed her biggest client ever. Success isn't built in one day, it's built daily. Those sometimes it's those mundane tasks. I think it's Brandon Burchard that says master the mundane, right? The boring, the part that doesn't look so sexy to lead to the sexy. Oh, it so happens. It really does. And then fundamental five, fun fuels focus. Oh my gosh, you learn things differently when you're having fun. You really do. It resonates, it sticks. And that's why we sang the ABCs when we first started learning. Without it, burnout shows fast. Joy and creativity are strategic advantages because when you're energized, when you're flowing, that's when some of the best ideas come. That's when some of the joy comes out and the passion shows up. So I get some of my best insights when I'm dancing or sometimes when I'm cleaning. Or have you ever had those shower moments where it's like, so much clarity just comes in? So definitely start having fun. It is not a waste of time. I feel like sometimes like you become a boring adult and we forget what it's like to have fun. So it is time to enjoy some of this process and add it into your business. So if your business feels like prison, it will not last long. So let's do what we can to change that. All right, so a little wisdom bomb for you is most businesses, yes, do fail because of money, but money again is surface. It is not the root problem. So there you have it. Those are five fundamentals to focus on. I know some of them you may have heard of before, but it really comes down to the fundamentals, the practice. And I will say sometimes these things are not flashy, they're not sexy, they're not, but it really is what leads to success, especially in business. Like I said before, knowledge and more information isn't going to help you move the needle forward. What is the things that you do. Here's a couple ideas. Write down one thing that you have been avoiding and commit to doing it. You know, whether it is writing your business vision in one sentence, identifying a place where money is leaking, identifying a messy process that you want to clean up, and then just commit to one of these things for the next 30 days. Some people say it takes 90 days, 1,000 days. It's kind of ridiculous. There are some overachievers out there, but really and truly, it's always, in my opinion, it's always just one step at a time. You know, commit to something for 30 days and go from there. And then schedule something fun. Bring the joy back into this. I mean, yes, it is fun to make money and it is fun to grow a business, but something truly that lights you up because it's the fuel. It's part of the fuel that makes this worth it. So, something fun this week or before you listen to the next episode, just schedule it in. Schedule something that just fuels you. And remember, fun isn't the reward for success. It's a strategy that sustains it. Okay, so fix your mindset, get clear, organize your systems, stay consistent, and don't forget to have fun. That is how you build a business that lasts and won't fail. Thanks for tuning into the Wisdom Within. If today's episode sparks something in you, you don't want to keep it to yourself, please share it with a friend or subscribe so that you don't miss an episode. And when you're ready to bring clarity, strategy, and freedom into your business, let's connect. Reach me at Connie@creatinggreatnessllc.com. Until next time, be bold, create greatness, and rise.